I don't like enabling people. What's up, y'all? Another video. This one in the car. We're going to talk about this real quick. And this is something that a lot of people do that sometimes you don't even realize that you're doing. And people shouldn't want to do it for you either. Basically, enabling is just like supporting somebody's bad behaviors. You know, like if there's something you know they shouldn't be doing, but you're standing next to them, like kind of like actively helping them do it, you know? And you might not even be doing it out of like, like with a malicious intent or anything like bad on your mind, like, oh, I'm you know, trying to see them self-destruct and something like that. Like, they don't even be that a lot of times. I've enabled people before in my life, but one thing about me is at some point I'll cut it off or I'll stop it. Like, I've literally cut off people in my life before because I didn't want to enable them, or like because like or just address or lost people in my life because I've like addressed certain things to them that like they didn't want to hear, and to them they take it as like talking shit. Like you're not, they don't see it like you're trying to help them or nothing. They see it as like they thought you were helping when you were doing the thing that they wanted you to do, whether it be like a certain addiction that they have, any type of unhealthy behavior. If they're super out of shape and now you keep going out to eat with them and doing stuff and drinking a bunch of alcohol with them, you know, anything like that, once you stop doing that and call them out on it or like address it, like especially if you've been doing it with them, they're gonna acknowledge that too and call you out for it, which they probably should, because I mean, you were next to them doing it too, so now it kind of looks weird. That's why I don't like enabling people, is because I don't want to be, you become part of their problem, which means you're part of the problem. Way better off just calling them out and like, you know, telling them like, look, I can't do this for you no more, or just like making it known that you won't through actions. I've seen a lot of people self-destruct and not get better for themselves because of the people around them. You know, it's up to them to do it for themselves at the end of the day, but it doesn't help when you don't have a supporting system that wants to see you do better or wants to help you get better with whatever it is, you know? So recently, like the one thing that triggers this mainly is like recently with my ex, you know, one behavior that she has is she likes to distance herself, you know, a lot, and likes to kind of ghost people, you know, and would ghost me a lot whenever she was, you know, maybe not in the best mood or whatever the case may be. And it's like, that's not a resolve though. That doesn't really fix anything. Like now I'm just over here feeling empty and missing you and worried about you and stuff like that. Like we've fallen out before. That was a part of the reason we just fell out again because of this, you know. But one thing about me is I'm going to address it. I'm going to tell you, yo, that's not right. You should fix that about yourself. It's not okay. Like she has a lot of avoidant behaviors and stuff about her that I just don't want to enable. I'll rather call her out on it, and because I'm not scared to run the risk of losing her. Because how do I look standing right next to you? How do I look standing right next to you, letting you do this stuff that's like, I know it's not okay, or it's like behavior that I could clearly see and it needs to be addressed, and I just don't address it? I just don't say nothing because I'm scared to lose you? That's not right either though. That's like having a person who's addicted to alcohol next to you, and because they buy you drinks when y'all go out, you're like, well, fuck it. But the whole time you're not addicted to alcohol. They are. Like they can't get through their day without alcohol. Like that's different. You might not be like that, but you're not going to say nothing because it's like, oh, I get this thing from it. It's funny because I got a vape in my hand right now, but I'm not really, I'm honestly not like addicted to the vape, and I wouldn't want nobody around me if they knew if they knew it was hurting my health and like killing me or stuff like that. Like obviously you can say, yeah, of course it is. It's a vape, but like, I'm saying, like, I take care of myself in so many regards. Yeah, this might be my vice, but it's not something that is detrimentally like hurting me at the time or anything like that. And I've stopped smoking these a lot. I'm probably about to put them down again, to be honest. This one is pretty much dead anyway. Because you know what's crazy about it too? You're almost protecting them. Like you're almost like you don't want them to face the truth of what they're doing. So you're like, you know what, it's fine, it's fine. And friends do this a lot inadvertently because they love the person that they're next to. Like I feel like with my ex, like her friends have done things. I feel like her friends, you know, she's told me that she goes her friends too and stuff like that whenever she gets in those modes and once, you know, like she gets very reclusive. But it's like, it's the behavior is not like, oh, I just need some alone time right now. It's more like a shut the world out. Like, and it's toxic. It is. Because it's like, you're not resolving these things over here. You'll start an argument, or an argument will happen, and then you dip off, and now that argument doesn't get solved. So it's like, this is not good behavior. You need to be an adult and face this. Life is, the world is not always going to give you the perfect option to just walking away and choosing when to stop doing stuff. Let's say if your job pisses you off, you're just going to walk away, you're just going to ghost it. No, you're going to get fired. Now you can't pay your bills. Now you can't do stuff. Or if you have an addiction, you're just gonna keep doing it, and you see people lose their jobs and lose their whole lives because of stuff like that. Like, and it's because a lot of times the cast around you are enabling you, but it's not that they're doing it, you know, like I said, with malicious intent. They care about you, but they also too scared maybe to speak up. And a lot of people don't want to run that risk of losing you because they care about you. But I'm a person who's willing to run that risk. I've lost best friends. I've lost cool, like, girls I've been best friends with, everything, because I'll call them out on their stuff, and it's like, damn, now you're not around no more, all because, like, I just addressed something that probably you should address yourself, or people should address to you before, but they just too scared. They just want to yes man everything you do, and it's like, bro, nah, I can't do it. If I gotta be the one person to call it out, then I guess that's what it is. And if you're gonna hate me for it, you're gonna hate me. But I know you're gonna also take what I say and, like, maybe use it later and be like, maybe they was right, da 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 da. And I hope they do that. But I can't sit around and just enable somebody. I'm gonna speak on it or say something about it. I've done it many, many times. If you really care about that person, if you really care about that person you're next to, that person you're in a relationship with, a friend, anything, you will say something about it. And you will let them also know, bro, you know I care about you. You know, like, what this is. You know I got mad love for you. That's why I have to speak on this and have to call you out for this. There's a lot of people, it's a lot of people with bad behaviors or toxic behaviors or unhealthy behaviors who, like, they get enabled a lot by the people around them. And it's funny because I spoke on, like, I got a vape. Nobody around me enables my vape. Like, they call me out constantly on it. Like, oh, you won't smoke weed, but you'll smoke a vape. And I'm like, bro, this is not, like, something that I'm, like, advocating for. It's just something that's here, you know, smoke, whatever, going about my day. Like, I don't need like, there's been many times I don't have it for months. I don't even think about it. Like, to speak more to what I'm saying, the people around me don't enable it. I've never even really had the benefit of people around me not speaking on the things that I do. Like, and I'm very, like, self-aware. So, like, I'll even say bigger than this. Like, I've been big on, like, you know, drinking. Like, I like alcohol and stuff. But even that, now I do it socially. And there's been times in my life where, like, I'll stop drinking for a whole year. I'll start drinking for a year and a half. Like, 3 months, 2 months, like, over and over. Like, where I'm just like, I'm cool with this right now. I'm cool off that right now. I'm cool on this right now. But people with addictions, they can't typically do that. And it doesn't help when you have enablers around you. So, like, if you know you're enabling somebody, you gotta cut it. You gotta stop. That's one thing we definitely need to just stop. You know, call it out, say what you see, and if you see it's not helping them, yeah, I might smoke this, but I still get everything done around me. I still go to work every day. I still do this, do that. Like, I still make videos. Like, you feel me? I'm still doing what I have to do. I'm not putting everything that's important to the back seat so I can do this thing. So I can do this thing, like, or do that thing, or drink, or do that. No, I'm handling what I need to handle first, then I have my fun. You feel me? People with addictions and stuff like that, and people who go through addictive, you know, time periods in their life, like, that, a lot of times they can't do that. They can't put it down. They don't know how to do that. And it doesn't help when you have enablers around, bro. So just, you know, work on that. If you do enable somebody around you and somebody's enabling you, also be aware if you're doing something that's unhealthy and you kind of putting people in a position where they have to keep yes manning you, you know? It's just about awareness. It all comes back down to having awareness and caring about yourself and the ones around you. Because I tell you what, in a relationship, that definitely doesn't work. Enabling definitely is not good in a relationship because you will be the one to deal with the thing that you're enabling, like that behavior, that avoidant behavior, that you know, bad energy, toxic energy, the way they talk, this, that, whatever it may be. You know, you're going to have to be the one who's going to pay that price, not them. They're going to be feeling good. You're not. So you better speak on it. You better speak on it. You better address it. Yeah, that's it for this one, man. Hope y'all take this and, you feel me, y'all do the right thing and cut the enabling. I'm telling you, the person that you care about is going to benefit way more from it. And hopefully the other people in their life not doing it either. So, see y'all later.